I hope nobody went out there and bought a Mason jersey. Steve Mason's time as a Montreal Canadien extremely short. My guess is that either either Bergevin worked the phones to see if anybody had any interest, or he knew at the time he acquired him there was none. Steve Mason is being bought out. So what you do when you're buying a guy out, you put him on unconditional waivers first, so everybody gets a crack at him, and when nobody takes him, you can buy him out. And today's the deadline for a buyout. So Steve Mason's going to be an unrestricted free agent tomorrow. Interest, honestly, with the goalie market as small as it is, I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody sign him for about $1 million per. Um, I didn't think Mason was horrible for Winnipeg last year. Certainly, he wasn't horrible for Philly the year before. He's an average, okay goaltender. He's certainly not a starter now at this point, but he has had half decent seasons, and he could have a rebound somewhere else. I could see just off the top of my head. I mean, Pittsburgh, if they're going to go with either DeSmith or Jari as their backup, fine. But if not, they could do worse than Mason. I'm just using that as an example. Somebody will give him a job, but it's going to be a rough summer for Mason, because last year, remember, he gets signed by Winnipeg, and there's great anticipation of the fact that Winnipeg now with Mason and Hellebuck, they'll be able to make a run at a playoff spot. Hellebuck steals the job that he never really lost. Like, he was the starter the year before. They brought in Mason to kind of replace him. That was kind of the expectation, but Hellebuck fought through that and proved himself to be the starter. And now Mason's finding himself out of work. We'll see what happens with him. I'll be very interested to see what happens with him, because he's one of those goalies that can be very good at times, and it just feels like if he gets the right team, the right goalie coach with him, could make a world of difference. So there you go. Not a whole lot else to add to this other than I'm surprised nobody was willing to make an offer, that Montreal said, all right, and handed him off. But yeah, buyout makes sense too. Montreal's got the cap space to do the buyout, and they get the extra pieces from Winnipeg as well. So there you go. Montreal kind of still wins out in this one. It's just wondering what Joel Armia is going to do as a Montreal Canadien is interesting enough to me, and it's a little more skill on the wings than what they had, and Mason's the collateral damage along the way. So hopefully somebody picks him up, because I still think Mason's a serviceable goaltender in the NHL. Not a starter, but a serviceable goaltender. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And this right here, got this at IKEA last night. We're going to be doing a jersey countdown today. At least I'll be starting it today. So there you go. You got that to look forward to. And there will be other hockey news, I am sure. And I will be here to report it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.